I would say we listen a little bit to the drums in solo in the chorus. Okay, that's it. So what might interest you here at the very top is the layering of the kick drum. We have 3 different layers. For this track, I don't always do that the same way, but in this track I did it that way. I layered my kick drum, so I have more control about it when the low layer, the mid layer, and the high layer is playing. In the verses, I decided that only the mid and the high layer is playing, and in the chorus, I wanted that the low end is added. So we have like this energetic level up from verse to chorus. That was really important for me for this track. So I decided to do it that way. We can listen only to the kick layer, and I play back the verse and then the chorus. And now in the chorus. Once again the verse. And one last time the chorus. Yeah, it's a subtle change, but it's very important for like really to get the low end pretty tight and full in the chorus. Let's listen to the snare and claps we've got here, and also I add the snaps, which are only playing in the verses, doesn't matter. Let's listen to the snare in the chorus. Okay, so we have this snare layer here, which is a pretty dry sound, which I like. I like my drums most of the time super dry, because then they have like this really, snappy feeling. And for me, it's very important that the snare is like cutting through the mix. And the clap sound we've got here sounds like this. Yep. Together, snare and clap sounding like this. So we have the high end from the snare and a lot of volume also from the snare, but like more of the mid-range from the claps to make it a fuller sound. And we also have many layers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of claps. I recorded myself just here in the room with my hands. And those are actually not copy-pasted. I really like clapped through the song 6 times and then just adjusted the timing a little bit. And all together sounding like this. And just to feel how it feels without the real claps, let's listen to it without the recorded claps. Once again, with the claps I recorded myself. So you can hear each snare and clap is really like unique, and that is what really important is about drum programming. You need to try that it sounds authentic, and when you have all the time like the very same kick and snare sound going on and on forever, it sounds robotic or not natural, and that's what you highly want to avoid. Then we check the hi-hats, and I also add the overheads as well. We have this shuffly feeling here in the hi-hats, and how I layered the hi-hat is also pretty important for my workflow. The first hi-hat loop is pretty robotic. So I added a little ducking effect on it on every quarter note. So it is like a little bit ducking going on, so it gets instantly a little bit more human feeling. And the second loop, which is a disco groove I got from a MIDI pack. And together they sound like this. Okay, so that's for the hi-hats. Then down here we have percussion section. We have, I guess, bongos or congas and cowbell going on. Let's check it out. They are very important for the whole groove of the song. We can listen actually to the drums once with the percussion, and then I mute them, and then you can see and feel how the groove is lost. So with the percussions. And now I mute them. It's pretty obvious there's so much getting lost. The whole groove is down the drain when I mute them. Okay. And also what I always put most of the times in the drum section, because for me it's kind of more like a crash effect than really any other thing, is risers and white noise downers or uppers. Let's listen to that. So this is a classic white noise filter down effect. And here is also a riser. Let's listen to that. So this is a little ambience and with reversed effect going on. So this is a riser which introduces the drop of the chorus. Let's listen to the riser and the break and then to the drums in the chorus.